And welcome to the Sports Authority. I'm Harvey Smilovitz. Need your fantasy facts? We'll have them for you at the bottom of the screen. The voice of the Bengals, Brad Johansson, sits down with Willie Anderson and Tab Perry. They're going to discuss the big game today. Plus, our Who Asked You gang offers their analysis. And we kick off the fun with all those wonderful highlights. No matter how you look at it, the Bengals know the AFC North runs right through Pittsburgh. But the Steelers have dominated this series, winning 6 of the last 7 meetings, 9 of the past 11. Coach Marvin Lewis has lost 4 of the last 5 against the Steelers, and Carson Palmer has never beaten the team.
Let's go, Steelers! Yeah!
Local 12 sports photographer Eric Gerhardt at Heinz Field. Today, the Bengals only 1 of 6 converting 4th downs this season. They go for it on their first drive, 4th and 4 at the 33. Palmer's pass intended for Chris Henry, knocked away by Brian McFadden. Steelers take over on downs. Ben Roethlisberger looks good on the play action as he hits Jeremy Tooman, 26-yard pickup. That leads to the bus. Walking into the end zone, 1-yard score. Steelers 7-0 late first. But the Bengals answer on their next series. Palmer with consecutive passes to Chad Johnson. First, gaining 19 yards with a nice sliding catch for first down, followed by a 16-yard pickup. Then Palmer goes long to T.J. Hushmanzada, who takes the ball out of Ricardo Colquitt's hands. 43-yard touchdown. We're tied 7 apiece. Back comes Big Ben with a couple of big third down plays on the next possession. 3rd and 10 at the 28. Roethlisberger connects with Hines Ward. 31 yards, and 4 plays later, it's 3rd and 6 at the 25. Roethlisberger finds Quincy Morgan, who gets away from Deltha O'Neal and Ifeanyi Ohalete, and scores. Steelers 14-7 after 1 quarter. Bengals turn to answer, and they do. 3rd and 11 at the 30. Palmer goes over the middle to Henry for 17 yards, down to the 13. And on 1st and goal at the 1, Palmer gets his tight end Reggie Kelly into the act with his first touchdown of the season. Again, we're tied 14-all. Bengals defense slows the Big Ben Express on the Steelers' next possession. Roethlisberger's errant pass tipped by Brian Simmons right to himself. 16 yards on the interception return, plus another 15 yards for a low block penalty, gives the Bengals a short field. And Carson makes the Steelers pay. After missing a wide-open TJ in the end zone, 4 plays later, Palmer doesn't miss. Hushmanzada has a second TD, Bengals 21-14. Defense comes up with a second turnover on the Steelers' next series. Hines Ward in the end around. Robert gathers the hit. Kevin Case-Beharn the fumble recovery. But the next time the Steelers get the ball, Roethlisberger drills one to Cedric Wilson, even though 3 Bengals are in the area, 40-yard gain. Then Jeff Reed with the 23-yard field goal ends the first half with the Bengals in front, 21-17. Bengals open the 3rd quarter. Rudy with 3 straight carries. A 13-yard run helps him go over 1,000 yards for the 2nd consecutive season. Then it's Shane Graham with 3 points on the 30-yard field goal. Bengals 24-17. Steelers traditionally run all over the Bengals. Not today. Willie Parker with 71 yards, his longest, this 17-yard pickup. And on the next play, Roethlisberger to Hines Ward, just out of the reach of Torrey James. The 20-yard strike ties at 24-all. Ward with a weak impression of the Icky shuffle on that play as well. On the ensuing kickoff, Tab Perry literally breaks this game open. He fields the ball inside his own 5, and he races down the sidelines. Perry even drags a tackler along the way for 25 yards. It's a 94-yard return in all. Steelers finally bring him down at the 3, but they can't keep Rudy out of the end zone. The second effort here gets him into the land of 6. The Bengals are on top, 31-24. The teams then trade punts, and Roethlisberger throws his second interception right to Deltha O'Neal. His 8th pick of the season also comes up with a terrific return. Hugs the sidelines for 37 yards, 3rd turnover, but the Bengals fail to make hay. 4th quarter now, both defenses stiffen, but the Bengals create the takeaways. Roethlisberger scrambling this time. Odell Thurman with his 5th pick this season, 3rd of the game for the Bengals, and this one leads the points. Rudy breaks outside, hit by Troy Polamalu, but Johnson reaches out, gets the ball inside, 14-yard touchdown, Bengals 38-24, 6 minutes to play. Plenty of time for Big Ben to march the Steelers downfield. Caps a 6-yard scoring pass to Hines Ward, 38-31, less than 3 minutes to go. The Bengals hand the Steelers the ball one last time with a chance to win, but Roethlisberger never gets close enough. Justin Smith sacks him on 4th and 13. Ball game over. Bengals win 38-31, raising their record to 9-3. Here's some numbers for you. Palmer throws for only 227 yards, his 2nd lowest total this year. But the ground game makes up for it as Rudy Johnson alone outrushes the Steelers, holding them to under 100 yards for the first time since 2003. It's also the last time they beat the Steel. And after the game, the voice of the Bengals, Brad Johansson, caught up with head coach Marvin Lewis.
Well, I'm glad for our organization and the city. It's been outstanding. I mean, I think people have been waiting a long time for this, and and have a chance, you know. But we got a lot of work left to do, and we're not going to stop here. And I think that's the exciting thing. Our guys know we have an opportunity to really do something special, control our own destiny, earn a home playoff game, and we got an opportunity to go do that now.
You kept saying this team jumps over a bunch of barriers that you say may not be there, but other people talk about. Was there any psychological barrier to jump over Pittsburgh?
No, there's really not. You just got to go play physical football. I mean, you got to, you know, you play football by doing your job, and 11 guys playing together, and there's no, there's a psyche to it, and you got the wrong guys running it.
How much has this team grown up since the last time they saw the Steelers?
Well, quite a bit. We grew up quite a bit, and I think the thing we keep talking about is making smart plays early, and we did a good job of that today.
All right, thank you very much, Brad and the coach. Now, even the critics have to admit the Bengals have won the big game that matters the most this season and now own a 2-game lead over the Steelers with 4 games to play. There's happy talk of a whole new era inside the locker room.
Times have changed, you know, like black and white TV, color TV. It was Pittsburgh, now Cincinnati. That's the way it's probably going to be for a while now. So everybody just get used to it.
It's a game we had to win. We were in a situation where we could control this division, and their backs were against the wall. They had to win this game. And you know, you can say all you want about we haven't beat Pittsburgh, we haven't played well against them, but you know, we realize the situation we're in, and we wanted to take advantage of that. And it's a situation that we haven't been in, this organization hasn't been in a long time.
People in this locker room, we know what we got. We know what we can do any given Sunday. As long as we come out, we play hard, play together. You know, for 4 quarters, we can beat anybody. But it's important for the people outside looking in to know that we can beat a team with a winning record on the road.
Going into the game, you always feel like, just look at their team, look at our team. There's no way they could win. And then when you get into the game, it's a really competitive game, and all that goes out the window. I mean, they had good players, good athletes, great coaches. We just made the plays. Our defense, when they get turnovers like that, I sit there and be like, oh, we can't let them down. And we didn't.
It feels good to win, especially seeing these vets around here. You know, they've been waiting for this for a while, and it's gonna be nice. We got to finish strong. We're not out of the water yet, but you know, we took a big step tonight, and if we can just take care of business and keep working, it will be good.
Tonight, you make the call. Will the Bengals win their final 4 games? Hosting Cleveland, at Detroit, back home for Buffalo, and finally in Kansas City. Call 345-1212 to vote. We'll have your results a little later in the show. Now, I remember last Sunday when Richard Skinner said, I'm waiting for the Bengals to win the big one. Today, they did. So now, how do the experts view the Bengals? It's time for Who Asked You, and that means plenty of analysis. So let's toss it over to Brad.
Harvey, thanks much. Who asked you? Richard Skinner, the lone wolf today. Joe apparently is so excited he can't come in.
He couldn't contain himself.
Just could not contain himself. I can't remember. Did you say you thought they'd win this one?
No, if you remember, I said I had to see Monday night. And what I saw Monday night led me all week on radio to say this was a beatable Pittsburgh team. I mean, even logically today, we had a mini debate with Doug Pelfrey on the radio on 700 WLW about, you know, even Doug said, I can't logically tell you why I don't think the Bengals will win. And I said, well, I can't logically tell you why I think Pittsburgh's going to win. I can logically make a case for the Bengals. And strangely enough, it didn't play out logically like I thought. It still played out with a Bengal victory, though.
The interesting thing is when you got into Pittsburgh, you got that feeling that there were people in Pittsburgh in a majority that felt like the Steelers were going to lose to what now is believed to be a better football team. And I don't think there are a whole lot of teams that believe that they can outscore Cincinnati.
Well, it's interesting because if you go week to week in the NFL, you know, things do change. And they don't change maybe week to week, but they change every 3 or 4 weeks. You know, who would have thought Minnesota, when the Bengals played them, would now be a playoff contender? They were a train wreck. The time when the Bengals lost to Pittsburgh, who would have believed the Bengals would be able to score the way they scored today on Pittsburgh? Well, right. If you look at the previous 2 weeks against Indy and Baltimore, there were great signs that this offense in all phases was clicking. The offensive line was clicking. Running game was clicking. Carson's been clicking all season long. So there were some signs that wasn't going to let up. And I mean, look at the last three weeks, Brad. 37, 42, 38 against an Indy defense. It's probably a top 10 defense.
Right.
Baltimore, I know no Ray Lewis. Ed Reed was out. They had
still
quarterback
at that point
issues.
Was still at number 2.
Statistically, too, but we can argue personnel-wise whether they were. But still, it's still a good enough defense, right? And then Pittsburgh's defense today. It's not like they just beat up on 3 also-rans. They beat up on 3 really good defensive teams.
And You can't have teams are not going to score 30 points a week, and the Bengals are going to score 30 points a week.
The only sad part now is we can start to look ahead to the playoffs and project ahead to the playoffs is playing Indy at Indy, because they just seem unbeatable overall, let alone beating them in their building. But you know what? That's an argument for another day. Bottom line is what they did today shows you that I don't care if they were to go to Denver in the playoffs. I don't care if they were to go to New England in the playoffs. And certainly if the Bengals now, after what Denver did today, are in the hunt for a bye for the playoffs, they get a home playoff game. They literally could be playing in the championship game in Indy for a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
The interesting thing is now we're talking about, do you want a home game or do you want to play on the road? This team is 5-1 on the road. They seem to play better on the road. They have lost 2 games at home this year. Certainly you want home field advantage. But this team now has matured enough, as we see, that even on the road, when you get down in a hostile crowd that is loud, they can play anywhere.
How many times a day did you think Pittsburgh, I don't say it was landing a knockout punch, because they were never a knockout punch except for 14-7, but in a stage where you thought, uh-oh, they're about to grasp control of the game. You get a long kickoff return by Tab Perry.
Right.
You get a great drive at 31-24. You get finally stopping them at 38-31. You know, those are things you do against okay football teams at home to sustain a win, not go on the road against a team that was fighting for its playoff lives. Let's not forget after what Pittsburgh did today. They're in deep, deep doo-doo. I don't think they make the playoffs after today.
I want to talk, well, you may be right. I want to talk about a couple of roster moves that he made today. He sat down Clemens before the game, probably simply for a personnel situation because he had a 20-pound heavier guy in Jonathan Fanene, who had not played a snap yet this year, against a team that you had to beat. And Ifeanyi Owoleti's still playing at safety with Anthony Mitchell on the sideline and possibly other things that you can do. Did he make the right decisions? Has he made the right decisions in those cases?
Yeah, and I think it goes back to what you look at when you have personnel-wise. I think this was a week where even if you were making the wrong personnel choice, you were trying to get bigger up front. You needed to create some diversion for Pittsburgh that they couldn't push you off the football. To do that, you need some physical players. Owoleti, on the other hand, I mean, you know, he missed the tackle on Quincy Morgan on the touchdown, and you could tell Marvin lit him up pretty good on the sideline. Let's face it, this is a defense that still, Brad, gave up 31 points despite having all the takeaways they had. This still isn't close to a perfect football team. This is still a football team on the defensive side that has its flaws. And I think that's what you're going to see. Marvin is just going to try to continue to play the right personnel game. Unfortunately, it still comes down to one. I think it's going to come down in the playoffs to one personnel matchup. How do you match up with Indy? Unfortunately, I don't think they do.
Well, we can't talk about that.
Yes, we can. We can. Marvin can. Marvin won't. Marvin
Monday and Tuesday, they get days off. They are back on Wednesday. They will take on a Cleveland team that can play. Probably should have beaten Jacksonville today. Didn't do that. They take Cleveland on at home. Does every game from here on out become the trap game, or is this team past trap games?
I think this team is past trap games, but it's a legitimate point because you know what? Now it's all the talk this week, no matter how much they try to lock it out, is they have a chance this week to actually clinch the division. Pittsburgh loses, Bengals win, Bengals 3-game lead, have the divisional lead, head-to-head is 1-1. I know that conversation is going to come up. I think the one thing, if you're Marvin, he won't say it publicly, and you know he won't, is to tell his players, guys, you can still get a first-round bye. I think that's the carrot he now dangles. And this team has been really good, I think, at having that carrot dangled in front of them and taking what's in front of them and continuing to play well. You know, you keep looking at trap games in the NFL, every team falls into them. This team hasn't done that yet. The 3 losses they've had are all legitimate losses to legitimate teams for legitimate reasons.
We haven't been able to talk about any of this stuff ever.
It's fascinating. It really and truly is. It's one of the more fascinating stories in sports based on where they were.
Nationally.
Yes.
Thank you, Richard. Harvey, we'll send it back to you.
You make the call. Will the Bengals win all of their remaining games? They got 4 of them next Sunday, hosting Cleveland, then at Detroit, back to PBS for Buffalo, and closing out in Kansas City. Call 345-1212. I want your vote. I'll have your results a little later in the show. You made the call. Now the results. 84% of you are confident the Bengals will win the rest of their games and finish 13-3. Wow, what a scary number. Thanks if you called us here tonight.
Carson Palmer again nominated the FedEx Air Player of the Week. It would be his 5th, even though he put up his 2nd lowest yard total. 227 yards, 3 scores for this year. Go to NFL.com to vote. But individual awards really mean nothing in the end. And this is a Bengals team still only on the verge of something great.
Right now we feel great about the opportunities we have, but realizing that, you know, it's just opportunities. We haven't done anything. We haven't reached the goals that we have yet. So, you know, we feel great about the opportunities that we have this late in the season, but we're not satisfied.
Bengals are already looking ahead to next year. Today they worked out a familiar name at quarterback. Tim Couch, the overall #1 pick in 1999 for the Browns, failed miserably in the league, leaving after 2003. He's now recovered from shoulder surgery. Teams can begin signing free agents January 2nd. John Kitna becomes an unrestricted free agent in the spring. And we'll be right back.
Today, Bengals kick returner Tab Perry was named the AFC Special Teams Player of the Week, largely for that 94-yard return against the Steelers, in which he dragged Ike Taylor for the last 27 yards. That set up an easy Rudy Johnson touchdown, but lately, the Bengals offense hasn't needed much help. The Bengals' last 3 opponents are all ranked in the top 4 in the NFL in defense and got shredded. The Bengals scored 37 against the Colts, 42 against the Ravens, and 38 against the Steelers, the highest totals each of those teams has allowed.
Right now, I think, we're doing a good job. I think, I'd give us, a B. It's tough to say. We can always get better, like I said, because we're aiming to be perfect.
While Carson hasn't been flawless, he leads the NFL in TD passes and completion percentage. Only Peyton Manning has a higher quarterback rating.
Carson has taken the reins and he's become unstoppable. He's been doing a great job leading this offense and getting us, where we need to be.
The sky's the limit for him, and for us as offense, because the better he gets, the better we get as a group.
Those guys on offense don't want to disappoint him, because they know what a high level he's playing at. I'm going to do my job and give my opportunity. I don't want to disappoint this guy and mess up and not allow him to do his thing.
Now Carson is being mentioned with Manning, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Sean Alexander as one of the NFL's leading candidates for MVP.
It's a very flattering thing to be mentioned with those kind of accolades, but that's not my focus or my concentration right now. Our focus and my focus is Cleveland.